Yeah. Happy rising, people. Okay. I have about 49 people in my DM, in my inbox right now, asking me, like, what do I feel about life being a simulation, and what do I feel about the law of one, and what do I think life is, like all these deep questions people are asking me. And my answer is very simple, but I have to say that the journey that I am on right now, I've been on for 5 years total, guys. 5 years and 2.5 months is when I've picked up my first book on enlightenment and freeing the mind and freedom and understanding all of it and what it is in this world and everything. And on top of the 5 years I put into college as a biochem major, all of those things really led me to my understanding of life now. And not really just so much my understanding of life, just my way of being and my way of thinking that keeps me happy, and it keeps me in a state of bliss and grace, and it just really keeps me flowing with everything. So I really, guys, look at this beautiful water. Anyways, I guess my answer is, where's my dog? Oh, there he is, sorry. I guess my answer is simply this, that we are not our thoughts, that to be able to observe the thoughts, we couldn't actually be the thoughts. So you have to ask yourself, well, who is here? Like, what is actually hearing these thoughts? Like, what is seeing these things? What is smelling these things? Like, you are not your nose, and you're not your eyes, and you're not your ears, but in fact, you are the awareness behind that. Because if you were in fact only what you thought you were seeing, now stay with me here, because this is where it's going to get kind of confusing if you are not paying attention. Because now listen, I'm trying to explain to you that you are not thought, but the awareness behind it, right? Now, if you were simply thought, think about the thoughts that you have in your life. You know what I mean? Like, some people think that dogs are scary. Some people think that, like, swimming is scary. Now, if that was true, if thoughts were real, then that would mean in your experience, if you were in your experience, that you would only be able to experience terrifying dogs. And you would only be able to experience nobody in this world swimming. Well, the fact is, we are all in awareness behind different thoughts and different truths. And because of that, we create a world in collective. And there are 1 trillion different truths, 1 trillion different possibilities. And there's all these different lives and experiences happening because we are simply the awareness behind what is in the collective. Okay? So when you're having thoughts that are telling you, like, I'm not good enough, or like my life sucks, or I'm never going to get anywhere, or like how am I ever going to have that much money, or like if you're thinking like people don't deserve stuff, or you're thinking people are bad or evil or stuff like that, that's all you are going to be able to experience. Like, you may be able to see and witness other things outside of you, but in your physical life, you're never going to create what you actually want to experience, because you're so focused on what you don't like in life. All your thoughts, you're giving all of your energy towards what you can't see right now. Now, to be able to create the life you want to create, you have to believe in what's not tangible. You have to believe in it until it is tangible, until it is physically in your hands. What you experience in your own life is what you consistently and constantly put your thoughts on, because everything in life is a vibration, and everything vibrates at a certain level, and that's why things seem separate and different, but they're just vibrating on a different spectrum, on a different level. So if you place your thoughts and your minds on that place that you want to be consistently, you will begin vibrating at that level, and then you will begin attracting those things and those experiences. Now, when you do that, to get new things, you have to let go of old things. You can't create a new thought when your old thought is rejecting it. If your old thought's rejecting it, you're immediately not going to have it. So the problem is people say, well, why can't I have money? Because I want money. Well, the thing is, you think you want money, but your thoughts are too focused on the fact that you don't have it, or that the fact that you don't know how to get it, or that you don't have the means, or that nobody ever taught you, or all of these things. But the fact is, those thoughts are rejecting the fact that you even want money in the first place. They're keeping you from going out and doing what you have to do to make money. Like, they're keeping you from starting now because you're so caught up in the past and the fear of the future or the regrets of your past. You're so caught up in those things that you can't move from where you are right now. So you'll never go anywhere. So what do people start doing? They start smoking, they start drinking, they start going out and partying, they start sleeping too much, they stay stagnant, they stay in that 9-to-5 job, they give all of their energy to the thoughts they don't want, they give all their energy to other people's businesses, to other people's jobs, to other people's lives. Like, you guys are freaking sitting here on your couches watching the Kardashians, and none of you are out here trying to figure out how to make your own business, but you can sure as hell talk about them. Why? Because they post naked online. You post naked online. Who cares, bro? Live your life. Live it for you. Live it how you want to. Be free. Oh, who cares what people think? Because at the end of the day, a lot of us don't even like ourselves. So who cares if the next person doesn't like us? If we don't like us, who cares if that person down the street doesn't like us? Who cares if that person doesn't want to hire you? Start your own business. Who cares if that person doesn't want to support you? Support yourself. Who cares if that person doesn't want to love you? Love you. Who cares if that person doesn't want to go out and do what you want to do? You do it. Stop waiting for everybody else. Stop waiting for everybody else's acceptance and approval to live the life that you want to live and be the person that you want to be. You got to do it now and stop making excuses. Stop seeing everything you don't have. Stop seeing why you can't have it, why you don't have it. Stop seeing the opportunities that you could have took that you didn't take, because life happens and it's going to keep happening. And if you keep focusing on all the things that you didn't do when you should have did it, then you're never going to do what you should do right now. You're never going to be who you need to be right now if you're so focused on the person you used to be, on the things that you used to do, on the mistakes that people are so caught up on because they can't forgive you because they can't forgive themselves. They can't believe that you could possibly be a different person because they can't be a different person. Yo, fuck what you're thinking. If what you're thinking is holding you back, fuck what other people are thinking if it's holding you back. Fuck what you think other people are thinking if it's holding you back. You fucking fake it till you make it. You fucking tell yourself that everybody believes in you. You tell yourself the world believes in you. Shit, you can tell yourself that Donald Trump believes in you and he's probably watching your video right now, but he can't tell anybody because he's waiting for you to find yourself. Oh, that sounds a little bit like God. The only thing this world is waiting on to give you everything that you want is you. And you are the only reason why you don't feel the way you want to feel. You don't have what you want to have. You aren't what you want to be. You can't dream what you want to dream. It's only you. It's only your thoughts. And they're not even real. They're not even real. You exist within this body. You are not this body. Do you understand me? So yeah, that's why I post sometimes a little nude or a little more raw than other people, because I'm not this body. My respect does not come from this body. My respect comes from what I create, because when I'm around people, I make them feel great. I make them feel wanted. I make them feel worthy. I make them feel like they are enough exactly right now for who they are. That's why I'm a great person. Not because of the clothes that I wear. Not because I wear a tie or I wear heels on my feet. Not because I go to church or because I pray to God. And not because I love my son or I take care of him or because I go on walks or I write poetry. None of that makes me great. I am great because everybody who is around me, I try to make them feel great too. That's what makes me great. Not the job that I work. Not what I decide to do in my free time. Not because I used to be a basketball player. None of that. Not because I have a degree in college. Not because I even went to college. Shit. None of that is what makes me great. What makes me great is because I choose every day to be great so that I can make everybody else feel great. That's what makes me great. And if that's not what you're doing in life, maybe that's why you're not so happy. Maybe you're judging just a little bit too much. I promise you guys, the moment you give up that role of being a judge, you will be free. The moment you stop judging, the moment you give up that role for a judge, for the observer, for the witness, you will be free. The moment you stop wanting control and you want power, you will have all the control and the power over your life that you ever wanted. I promise you, I pinky promise you, I promise you, if you go and do it 5 years from now, we may be having a conversation about how what I said today planted a seed in your mind so that you too could become free. One love.